In this video, we're going to check out this Fanttik B8 Ace. So I have quite a few Fanttik products and I enjoy pretty much all of them. And when I saw this thing, I was pretty fascinated. It's a pretty unique little tool that's quite miniature and could be quite useful around the house. So this is an electric mini blower. Here's some of the specs: 225 miles per hour max airspeed, 110,000 RPM fan. There's the battery capacity, charging 5 volt 2 amps and 7.3 volts that it runs on. So yeah, go ahead and open it up. So all Fanttik products come nicely packaged and they're usually wrapped like this in plastic. Nice presentation as always. So this just slides out and we have ourselves the blower itself. There's some documentation here saying how to attach the nozzle, and you gotta hear a click when you twist it, and also the extension nozzle with the brush also needs to click. So if your stuff's falling off, it's probably because it's not clicked. Here we have the user manual, everything that's included. So it looks like we get a few nozzles here and the more detail about what everything is. All right, so let's take a closer look at this thing. So first impressions, it's quite small. It's got the Fanttik style look with the grays and the blacks and the yellow logo. So it's all plastic, but it does feel quite substantial. And again, guys, this thing is much smaller than I thought it would be. Look how tiny that output is. And that's the inlet there. Beautifully designed, a lot of attention to detail on this thing. So this is a brushless blower, and it makes sense as it spins really fast. Underneath we have more information here, just the battery voltage, milliamp hours, and the input voltage to charge, 5 volts 2 amps USB-C. Looks like we have a LED light here, and then our switch from 1 and 2 for the blower to start. And before we do that, let's go ahead and look what else we got in here. So here's one of our nozzles with the brush. The brush is actually quite stiff, so it looks like this also twists on. A little random here, but we got the USB A to C cable for charging. Not too long, I guess 1 meter, which is like a little over a foot. More extension nozzles in there. So we do have 3 types. This blade looking, and then this one's kind of firing to the side, so it's got a end plugged here and then it goes sideways. So I guess if you need to blow something to the sides, that's pretty cool. And then this one here. So yeah, these are extensions, and our main nozzle, which is this one here, definitely more miniature than I thought it was, which if it blows enough, it definitely doesn't matter that it's small. It's actually kind of cool that it's everything so compact. But yeah, there's a little yellow dot here and a white dot, and this is where you're going to line up to install them. And yeah, that's everything for the box. Very nicely presented. But yeah, here we can see there's a little yellow dot on top, or there's like a groove here where it slides. You need to line up the yellow dot and then spin it, and it's going to lock in. I don't know if you guys saw that. It spins a little bit. Oh, actually, you line it up with the white dot. Sorry, that's what it appears to be. Yeah, and then you spin it to the yellow dot. Okay, that makes more sense. Should have been probably lined up with the yellow dot and then showing an arrow to lock. Either way, it works. And then here we have a white dot, which is going to line up with a white line. Again, not on there, but to the side, and then go to it. And just like that. So a little confusing. I probably would have not done it that way, but hey, once you use it once, it's fine. But yeah, we got everything installed here, and I think we should go ahead and turn it on. So there's a 1 and a 2. So let's go to 1. And there it goes. So even on 1, it's pretty loud. You can see there's a little light here indicating that it's on. Not sure if I was going to come across the camera, but yeah, it's on 1, it's blowing pretty good already. And you guys can see it can blow this pretty easily and blow this box. Let's go to 2. That's blowing pretty hard. I could easily blow that over, but believe it or not, guys, it's strong, but not as strong as I thought. It's like a pretty decent amount of strength. I guess makes sense. This thing is tiny, but it does move the air for sure. And this is made, you know, kind of go to crevices and small areas to blow dust out and whatnot else. So yeah, I can see this being useful for like maybe cleaning out your keyboard on your MacBook or just a regular keyboard. Well, let's go ahead and try. Well, you can kind of see there's dust there, especially around the keyboard here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't blow some of this away. So I'm on full power. Oh yeah, with the brush, it actually does a great job. All right, seems like it definitely does the job. It blew all the dust out of the keyboard. So yeah, like for this kind of stuff, it's pretty awesome. And even in the grills here, kind of hard to see, but there's little grills here. It kind of shot out the dirt out of there too. So yeah, pretty awesome. And there's a lot of dirt stuck in between here, like little crumbs, I guess. But yeah, this one with the brush is quite useful. Now you can use it without anything. That's like a large volume of air. And actually, I even forgot to mention that there's a little light here that comes on. It's not useful really because it's kind of blue, but it is there. And I guess could be nice if you're completely in a dark area and you need to see something. But let's try this blade. Okay, so this is more direct kind of air. You guys can see maybe. So this will blow harder, especially when you get closer, as it's more directed into this kind of shape, this bladey shape. And then we got this unique one. Works really good by setting it down, and it blows out the sides. Could be good to go somewhere on the crevice or something. So yeah, pretty unique tips. I think the most useful one will probably be the brush one and maybe this blade one too, but I could see using the brush a lot. Plus you can brush it and that helps loosen the dust and whatnot else. So yeah, it works great here right off the bat. I'm gonna go ahead and charge it fully and maybe we'll blow some more stuff, see how it does. All right, so we got it charging here, and when it charges, this little light here that glows usually when it's on, it's just pulsing on and off. So small little blower, you guys can kind of see what it looks like or how big it is. There's the AirPod Pros. And then here's a watch that you wear. So yeah, it's a pretty small tool for sure, especially for how much air is coming out of it. So here what you're looking at is the back of a fan, just blows air kind of fan. And you guys can see there's a lot of dust collecting on the sides here. I'm just curious, obviously, this is technically not cleaning it, but just blowing it off. It's gonna go somewhere else, but it's an example to see how well it can blow that. And we're gonna use the brush one here. So let's go ahead and try it. All right, so there's a lot of dust that went everywhere. And this is really kind of old dust that's probably stuck on there. Well, it's not coming off too easy, but it's a pretty good example of something that's pretty heavily caked there, and it actually got a good amount of it off. So here we have more computers with keyboards. This one here, it's actually not too dirty, but yeah, it does very well with this gaming kind of keyboard where it's deep. And guys, maybe you can see there's dirt right here. So it blows the dirt out. So maybe a good idea to go outside and blow it outside. Get all the crud from underneath the keypads. So yeah, very useful for this kind of stuff. So here's something probably worth dusting is the Xbox, and it's quite dirty here. Yeah, that actually does a really good job. Looks nice and clean. Here we got more consoles, and PS5 specifically gets very dirty in there. So let's see if we can blow out some dust there. For this kind of stuff, you'd probably be good taking the panels off and then cleaning it all, blowing it out. Probably taking it to the garage or outside, where you're not just kind of moving the dust everywhere else. But let's see if it does anything here. Yeah, it definitely blows it around, but it's kind of caked up in there, so it's not that easy to just blow it off. Yeah, for surface kind of dust, it does obviously very well, but anything that's caked, you'd have to scrape it off. So this is good for just blowing things that are loose already. Stuff like this should be perfect for that. Actually works very good on the speakers, so without touching them you can blow the dust off of it, which is quite nice because you don't really want to be touching more sensitive things in the speaker. Probably great here for dusting the sound bar. This is pretty new, so it's not too dusty, but yeah, it definitely blows the dust off of everything very nicely. So yeah, I'm starting to get the vibe the more I'm using this thing that it's good for sensitive electronics that you don't want to wipe, you can blow off of. Kind of like this Bluetooth speaker that has like a mesh. You can blow sand or dust out of it and it'll look nice again. Also, this vacuum here collects a lot of dust on top of itself when it vacuums, so blowing that off is pretty nice. And also, you know, there's filters inside that actually can be cleaned. And speaking of that, we have in our air conditioning here, a portable one. You guys can see it has a pretty huge filter here, and it's starting to get where it needs to be blown. You can literally take this outside and blow it this way where this dirt is stuck the other way. And also, if we need to, we can clean our radiator here if there's any dust stuck on that. All right, so we're here outside. Let's go ahead and try to blow all this dust. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's pretty caked from the back side, so we want to blow it out. Yeah, you guys can probably pretty easily tell where it's cleaned out and then when it's still caked. So yeah, this thing works good for this kind of stuff too. All right, so we're good as new basically. So yeah, it works super good with filters. This one was a little big, so it took a little time, but hey, anything that has filters in it, you can clean them out, kind of like this one here. And the vacuums, you guys can see it's dirty. So this would be a great candidate to clean out. And obviously there's filters like that in robot vacuums and whatnot else. So yeah, anything that has a filter can be blown out and cleaned out. So yeah guys, looks like a really good tool for just blowing stuff around the house, and a lot more useful than I thought it would be. Now that I used it, I realized I could clean things out in a lot more places than I first imagined. And even thinking about automotive, like in the car, there's like crevices where dirt gets stuck, like in the vents or the switches and stuff. Like this would be great to just kind of, you know, clean out the edges and crevices. Yeah, pretty cool little brushless blower from Fanttik. Now it's not as powerful as I thought it would be, even though it's enough for small jobs, but anything larger that you think you can blow, it'll do okay, but it's definitely on the miniature job kind of side where that's what it would be good at. So don't expect too much from it, but it's very well built. It lasts a long time. I've been blowing a lot, all kinds of stuff constantly, and it got warm a bit. Well, actually it is pretty warm, but the battery hasn't died on it and it continues to blow really hard. So again, for smaller projects, cleaning electronics, computer things, and stuff like that, excellent little brushless blower. If you want to get one for yourself, check out the links below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next.